So because of all these factors, which we now went towards the outbreak of Second World War. All the policies of Hitler eventually are going to ensure it. First, let us briefly understand that what was the lineup of this Second World War. So on one hand, we had the Allied power, which included Great Britain as well as the France. Later on, we see the entry of USSR as well as USA, because that will come later on. Axis power included Germany and Italy, and then we also see the joining of whom? Japan. Japan will also join. Japan aligned with Germany, unlike in World War I, because in World War I, Japan was in with the Western powers, and the neutral at start, Russia as well as USA. But by 1941, because of different reasons, both of them they joined. Russia was invaded by Hitler, and USA, Pearl Harbor attack came from Japan. So by 1941, these two also became part of the Allied powers. Okay, so it becomes Allied power versus Axis power. Please ध्यान रखना, आंसर राइटिंग में क्या होता है कि अलाइड पावर्स, एक्सिस पावर लिख देते हैं फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर के अंदर, सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर के अंदर एंटेंटे याद आ जाता है. सो रिमेंबर that triple alliance, or mostly first world war is between dual alliance versus triple entente. Exactly ऐसे याद रखना है. The second, it is allied power versus axis power. फर्स्ट में मत लिखना है ये सब, ठीक है. फर्स्ट में क्या लिखना है? dual alliance versus the triple entente. The methods of warfare in the second one, in first one it was trench warfare, but now it was about aerial bombing, indiscriminate targeting of combatants and civilians, and resulted in heavy casualties. Let us try to understand what were the circumstances which led to the war. Like the first major reasons for the war, it was the Treaty of Versailles. So what happened as a result of this? Germany lost all colonies, drastic reduction in German army, only 1 lakh, and even Alsace-Lorraine, it was given back to France. So the rich region of iron ore, it also went back, and they have to also give reparation, include around 6.6 billion pounds. So lots of reparations were asked. Germany, a strong feeling of injustice, contributed to rise of Nazi, which we have just discussed. Italy also felt a bit aggrieved, which we have discussed. Austria was reduced to a small republic and forbidden to unite with Germany. So one of the major factors for the Second World War is the failure of League of Nations, which we have already discussed. Yes, because it was not able to bring down the conflicts which were happening, especially after the Great Economic Depression. So Treaty of Versailles, this was number one reason. Then many conferences were held during the 1920s to reduce the differences. कौन सी थी उनमें से जो सबसे famous treaty, it is the Locarno Treaty. Locarno Treaty, it was signed in which it was understood that Germany is not going to attack towards the west. The western frontier, eventually this was considered as, like Germany and France agreed to respect the Rhine frontier established by the Treaty of Versailles. However, the eastern frontier was not guaranteed. That's why this Treaty of Locarno is of dual shade. कि भाई एक जो आपने एक साइड जो बनाया वो तो ठीक है, दूसरी साइड क्या करेंगे? That's why countries like Poland, Czechoslovakia, they were very uneased by this policy of Locarno. कि भाई अगर आगे जाके हिटलर अटैक करेगा, okay, फ्यूचर में कोई भी ऐसा person is going to rise, then who is going to take care of them? Kellogg-Briand Pact, this was also signed in the 1920s, in which it was said that no country is going to use the war to achieve its ambition. ये कभी नहीं होगा. But this was also something which was only in the name. Pledged to renounce war as an instrument of national policy. This was this Kellogg-Briand Pact, which was signed in the 1928. However, as we have already seen, the moment we see the rise of Hitler. So what all steps were taken by Hitler? Like number one, in 1933, the moment he came to power, the first thing that he did, he brought Germany out of disarmament conference. He said that all the other countries are increasing the number of weapons that they are having. They are producing them. Why should Germany stay behind? Give me a logical reason for that. When nobody was able to do so, so what he did? German rearmament plan was now going to at least match with France. तो कम से कम फ्रांस के बराबर तो हम रहेंगे, उससे पीछे तो नहीं रहेंगे. हमारे लेबर है इंडिया पाकिस्तान वाली टसल खेलने की भी. So France refused. Britain was willing to concede. Hitler withdrew Germany from the conference as well as the league. दोनों से उसको बाहर निकाल लिया. Second, plebiscite. Then plebiscite was done by Hitler, and eventually people came in support of this. By 1935, he planned to build an army by conscription. Conscription means, what is the meaning of conscription? Yes, permanent military. Permanent नहीं क्या मतलब compulsory military service. Like in Israel, if you are a person from Israel, at least for 2 years you have to serve in the army. So that kind of a thing is known as conscription. India में conscription as such है नहीं, ठीक है? To have 500,000 men, first major violation of Treaty of Versailles, because conscription was not allowed by the Treaty of Versailles. Then what he did, he condemned Britain, France and Italy. Okay, they condemned Germany, but Germany was not going to listen. So all those steps now going to be taken by Hitler. So this was a disarmament conference in which Hitler said that I am not going to be part of this furthermore. Then the Great Economic Depression, as you've already seen, as a result of this Great Economic Depression, the rule of Mussolini as well as Hitler got further solidified. The Germans, all their territories from the after the First World War were taken away. Whole of their African, it was taken away. So that's why the German businessmen, they were also in the favor of the Nazis. So they said that we should have more and more territory under our control. So that's why that vision of the Hitler was further increased by these people. And as a result of this, one concept emerged known as Lebensraum, known as living space, that all the Germans, the master race, the Aryan race, should have the maximum space for living. And that is why eventually they said we want more and more area under our control. Economic motivation, the military state capitalism and army industry requirement fueled further expansion. Then the Rome-Berlin axis, a kind of Rome-Berlin axis emerged. Ethiopia was captured by Italy in 1935. When Italy was pressurized by the other countries, some economic sanctions were also put. So Mussolini, he said, इससे अच्छा तो मैं किसके साथ दोस्ती कर लेता हूँ, Hitler के साथ. So naturally he signed a pact, and by 1936 they created Rome-Berlin axis. Japan, during the time when Hitler was trying to create a big strength for Germany, same kind of actions were taken by Japan. What was Japan doing? It was expanding in East Asia. So by 1931 it has already taken control of Manchuria from China, and later on he was also trying to increase. Simultaneously, Hitler, number one, he incorporated Saar into Germany. Plebiscite was held in which 90% people, they wanted to join Germany. So Saar now became a part again. Rhineland, it was again remilitarized. Rhineland is the border between France and Germany. So इसको demilitarized किया गया था by Treaty of Versailles, but now it was again remilitarized. Forcible merger of Austria with Germany. Okay, so the leaders of the Austria who were not in favor of this, like the Chancellor, okay, he was not in favor of this, but eventually he was forced to do so. Then the occupation of Sudetenland, okay, the occupation, and this occupation of Sudetenland, it was done with the help of which act? The Munich Pact or Munich Agreement. The Western powers, England and France, they were pursuing a policy of appeasement. This policy of appeasement has two phases. First phase was the passive phase, okay, which continued during the early years till 1937. From 1937 till 1939, this was the active phase. During this time, the Prime Minister of Britain, it was Neville Chamberlain. So Neville Chamberlain was having a project that I am going to civilize Hitler. कि हम लड़ाई नहीं करेंगे, जो हिटलर को छोटी मोटी चीजें चाहिए होंगी दे देते रहेंगे टाइम टाइम पे, बच्चा है, बदमाश है, लेकिन वी आर गोइंग टू इंश्योर दैट ही गेट्स सिविलाइज्ड. दिस फिलॉसफी of civilizing Hitler was bound to be very problematic for these two powers. Why? Because Hitler said अब मुझे Sudetenland चाहिए. So these people went to Munich and they said to Czechoslovakia कि भाई नहीं देना तो पड़ेगा, ठीक है. So what happened here? The mood in London was in favor of a war against Hitler, but Chamberlain and his counterpart in France, they were bent on buying peace. So what they did? They followed a policy of appeasement. Appeasement means when you are accepting illegitimate demands of somebody. वो जो legally कहीं भी रहती नहीं है. Conference was held in Munich where British, French, German and Italian premiers agreed that German army should occupy Sudetenland as demanded by Hitler on 1st October, and that parts of Czechoslovakia should also go to Poland as well as Hungary. Okay, Czechoslovakia, Poland, all of them, they were created after the First World War, unstable area. And that later on, after occupying Sudetenland, the next area which was also taken by Hitler, it was Czechoslovakia. At this point of time, people from Britain as well as France realized Hitler cannot be civilized. Sudetenland, it was a German territory, German speaking people, but the rest there was Czech. Czechoslovakia में Czech लोग रह रहे थे और Slovakian people were living in this area. Still it was occupied by Hitler. So after occupying this, only one area was left, and that one area was Poland. So that's why Britain gave an ultimatum that if you are going to invade Poland, it's going to be the beginning of war. Okay, that's the reason. So when that was not accepted by Hitler, eventually it led to the beginning of Second World War. As we have already discussed, during the Second World War, Britain and France, these two were on the same side. Okay, here we have the Germany and Italy, both of them, they were on the same side, and they were also having this. But by 1941, Japan has already attacked the which island? Hawaii Island, for the Pearl Harbor attack, and that's why USA, and later on, earlier than the Pearl Harbor, Russia was also invaded by Hitler. So as a result of this, the green, जो green marks आपको दिख रहे हैं, they become the Allied power, and the Axis power were three, including Germany, Italy, and Japan. So this is the overall equation during the Second World War. Before attacking Poland, he was very smart, Hitler. So what he did, he signed a pact, and this pact was signed with the Soviets. Okay, so this is known as the Molotov Pact, or the act of non-aggression. So what they did, because of the mutual distrust and partly Russia was not prepared for a war against Germany, and no progress could be made. Russian preferred peace and guarantee for the territory. So in 1939 they signed this Nazi-Soviet pact. It was signed in the Kremlin. The secret clause in the pact were Eastern Europe was to be given to German and the Russian spheres of influence, and Poland was to be divided. सबसे बड़ी दुर्गति कंट्री रही है पोलैंड की. Time and again Poland has been divided one after the other. So once this was signed, that's why Britain said कि भाई अब नहीं हो पाएगा. The Western capitalists thought that Hitler is a kind of shield against communists. But when the communists and the fascists are going to join hand, अब तो कुछ बचा ही नहीं. So that's why the invasion of Poland led to the outbreak of Second World War. Because now कोई भी motive succeed नहीं हो रहा था towards Hitler. Now neither he was now trying to destroy the communists because he had signed a pact with the communists. So in order to carry out Hitler's largest plan of conquering the whole of Europe, Germany invaded Poland on 1st of September on the ground that Poland had been planning with its allies Great Britain and France to encircle and dismember Germany, and that Poles were persecuting ethnic Germans. This was the excuse which was given. In 2 days, Britain gave an ultimatum that unless German troops were withdrawn from Poland, it's going to be the beginning of Second World War. Hitler was not going to listen to them, so naturally it led to the beginning of Second World War. So the Second World War starts from 1st of September 1939.
Hi, a very good evening to all of you. I'm Vikas Elawat. I'm a former civil servant. I was able to crack UPSC twice. In fact, in 2018, I was able to get highest marks in history optional, and they were around 324. So this year, I'm coming up with a series which I am calling Self-Study History Optional. इस series में 100 से ज़्यादा वीडियो होने वाले हैं, which are going to cover the different nuances of ancient, medieval, modern as well as world history. So those of you who are preparing for 2025, register करिए and try to get the maximum out of this specific initiative of ours. So at Prep Career IAS, we are producing results from last many years. 2023 में बहुत सारे टॉपर्स हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट से थे. 2022, 21 हर साल बहुत अच्छे टॉपर्स यहाँ से निकले हैं, and they have been able to get very good marks in history optional. So those of you who are thinking कि यार start करके कितना कर पाएंगे कितना नहीं कर पाएंगे, we already have achievements with us. I was able to achieve, my students are achieving, and you can be the next. इन सेशंस में क्या होने वाला है? नंबर 1, विल बी फोकसिंग ऑन फाउंडेशन ऑफ बेसिक कंसेप्ट्स, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम व्हाट इज हिस्ट्री, व्हाट इज हिस्टोरिकल पीरियड, व्हाट इज प्रोटो हिस्ट्री, व्हाट इज प्री हिस्ट्री, बेसिक लेवल. ओके. सेकंड, अलाइनमेंट विद यूपीएससी सिलेबस. जितना भी हिस्ट्री ऑप्शनल का सिलेबस है वो 51 पार्ट्स में डिवाइडेड है. सो वी आर गोइंग टू अलाइन ईच एंड एवरी कंसेप्ट विद द सिलेबस इटसेल्फ. नंबर 3, वी आर गोइंग टू फोकस ऑन आंसर राइटिंग. ऑल ऑफ यू नो कि जो मेंस है वो ऑब्जेक्टिव नहीं होता है, वो सब्जेक्टिव लेवल पे होता है, और आप सब लोगों को आंसर राइटिंग सीखना शुरू करना पड़ेगा, है ना. वी डू नॉट हैव टू मच ऑफ टाइम, तो स्टार्टिंग से ही आंसर राइटिंग शुरू करेंगे. एंड नंबर 4, द ओवरऑल पैकेज इज़ वेरी हॉलिस्टिक इन नेचर. तो अगर आप इसको अच्छे से कर लेते हैं तो जो बेसिक लेवल फाउंडेशन हिस्ट्री ऑप्शनल की वो कंप्लीट हो जाएगी. यू आर गोइंग टू गेट मैनी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स अलॉन्ग विद दिस. ओके. 100+ सेशन है, चारों पार्ट कवर होंगे. थीम वाइज सेग्रीगेटेड डायग्राम, फ्लो चार्ट, जितने भी इंपॉर्टेंट एनसीईआरटी हैं, देखो अगर हम सारी एनसीईआरटी को कंबाइन कर दें एंशिएंट, मिडेवल, मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड ऑफ वेरियस बोर्ड्स ऑफ इंडिया, तो 25 से 26 एनसीईआरटी निकल के आती हैं। उन सबको हमने कोहेरेंट फॉर्म में डिज़ाइन किया है सो दैट यू कैन लर्न द बेस्ट फ्रॉम दैट। ओके, बिकॉज देखो हिस्ट्री में रिसर्चेस चलती रहती हैं। अभी तमिलनाडु की जो एनसीईआरटीज़ हैं दे आर मोर इंपॉर्टेंट इन कंपेरिजन टू द रीसेंट हिस्ट्री देन द प्रीवियस हिस्ट्री जो कि आर.एस. शर्मा वगैरह, सतीश चंद्रा या फिर बिपिन चंद्रा ने लिखी हैं। दैट्स वाई वी आर कवरिंग ऑल द एनसीईआरटीज़ एंड दैट्स वाई 100+ सेशंस हो जा रहे हैं टोटल मिला के। देन 30+ वैल्यू एडेड आपको डॉक्यूमेंट मिलने वाले हैं, डेडिकेटेड आंसर राइटिंग सेशन मिलेंगे, जूम सेशंस भी करेंगे बाद में, ताकि आप लोगों की जितने भी डाउट्स हों विद रिस्पेक्ट टू लर्निंग दे कुड बी सॉल्व्ड। ओवरऑल जो है आपको क्लास की पीपीटीज मिलेंगी, कंसेप्ट लिस्ट मिलेगा, पीवाईक्यूज, जितने भी पीवाईक्यूज हैं उनको अच्छे से हमने डिज़ाइन कर दिया ताकि आप सब उनको अच्छे से पढ़ सकें। माइंड मैप मिलेंगे पूरे सिलेबस के, वर्कबुक और लर्निंग असाइनमेंट्स मिलेंगे एंड सेल्फ असेसमेंट टेस्ट, सो दैट वंस यू लर्न समथिंग तो साथ में उसको एटलीस्ट इवेल्युएट भी करना चाहिए ना कि भाई हमें कुछ समझ में आया भी है नहीं आया, एटलीस्ट जितना रिक्वायर्ड है वहाँ तक पहुँचे हैं या फिर नहीं पहुँचे हैं। तो आपको करना क्या है, व्हाट वी नीड टू डू दैट, सबसे पहले आप रजिस्टर कर लीजिए, ठीक है। आपको एक स्पेसिफिक गूगल शीट मिलेगा, उसमें आप रजिस्टर कर लीजिए। देन एज ऑल ऑफ अस अंडरस्टैंड हर किसी के पास लिमिटेड स्लॉट्स हैं, तो आपको एक स्पेसिफिक कॉल आएगा एंड दैट इज समथिंग विच वी आर कॉलिंग एट स्क्रीनिंग प्रोसेस। बिकॉज अगर हमें आपको ये सारी सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करनी है, द नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स विच वी कैन हेल्प दे आर ऑलवेज लिमिटेड इन नेचर। सो अकेडमिक काउंसलर इज गोइंग टू कॉल यू, दे गोइंग टू हेल्प यू और दे गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है। हो सकता है आप कॉलेज के फर्स्ट ईयर में हो, सेकंड ईयर में, थर्ड ईयर में हो, और यू मे हैव ऑलरेडी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर सम टाइम एंड यू आर नॉट गेटिंग द डिजायर्ड रिजल्ट, तो इसलिए हमें स्क्रीनिंग प्रोसेस चाहिए होगा। एंड फाइनली ऑन द basis of this you're going to get the benefit of this program.